Welcome to the English Story Well channel, your ultimate destination for captivating stories that enhance your English learning journey. Here, we believe that stories are not just a form of entertainment, but a powerful tool to improve your language skills. Let's go to started.
John lived in a small, poor village. Life was hard for him and his family. He was 19 years old, and he worked at the market selling fruits. His mother was sick, and his younger brother needed school fees. One day, John sat outside his small house, holding a few coins in his hand. He counted them again and again, but they were not enough. How can I buy medicine for my mother, he thought. He was worried and desperate. The next day at the market, a rich man named Mr. Harris came to buy fruits. Mr. Harris was known for his wealth and arrogance. He often carried a lot of cash in his wallet. John served him politely. "Good morning, sir. How can I help you?" "I want a dozen apples," Mr. Harris said, handing John a large note. John gave him the apples and the change. As he put the money into his box, he noticed Mr. Harris's wallet lying on the counter. It was open, and John could see many notes inside. For a moment, John hesitated. "If I take some money, no one will know," he thought. "I can buy medicine for my mother and pay for my brother's school." John looked around. The market was busy, and no one was paying attention. Slowly, he slipped a few notes from the wallet into his pocket. Mr. Harris didn't notice. He picked up his wallet and left the market. John's heart raced. He couldn't believe what he had done. "I've never stolen anything before," he thought. But at the same time, he felt relieved. "Now I can help my family." That evening, John bought medicine for his mother and gave his brother money for school. They were happy, but John didn't feel the same. At night, he couldn't sleep. The image of Mr. Harris's wallet haunted him. What if he finds out? John wondered. What if someone saw me? The next day, John returned to the market. He tried to act normal, but he felt nervous whenever someone looked at him. A week later, Mr. Harris came back to the market. This time, he looked angry. He walked straight to John's stall. "Did you see my wallet last week?" Mr. Harris asked. John froze. "Yes, sir," he replied nervously. "I lost some money that day," Mr. Harris said. "Do you know anything about it?" John's heart pounded. He wanted to lie, but his guilt was too strong. "Yes, sir. I took it," he admitted, lowering his head. Mr. Harris was shocked. "You stole my money?" he shouted. "I'm sorry, sir," John said with tears in his eyes. "I was desperate. My mother is sick, and my brother needed money for school. I didn't know what else to do." Mr. Harris listened quietly. He saw the pain in John's face and the sincerity in his voice. "You should have asked for help instead of stealing," Mr. Harris said. "I know, sir. I made a mistake. Please forgive me," John pleaded. Mr. Harris thought for a moment. "I should report you to the police," he said. John's heart sank. "Please, sir. I'll do anything to make it right. I'll work for you for free," he said. Mr. Harris looked at John carefully. He saw that John was not a bad person but someone who made a wrong choice out of desperation. "All right," Mr. Harris said. "You will work for me until you repay the money." John started working for Mr. Harris. He cleaned his house, took care of his garden, and helped with other tasks. It was hard work, but John didn't complain. Over time, Mr. Harris began to trust John. He saw that John was honest and hardworking. One day, Mr. Harris said, "John, you have repaid the money. You don't need to work for me anymore."
"Thank you, sir," John said.
"I've learned my lesson. I'll never steal again." John returned to his life at the market, but now he was different. He worked harder than ever and saved his money. He also helped others in need. When someone came to him for help, he remembered his own struggles and tried to assist them. Mr. Harris often visited John's stall.
"You've changed, John," he said one day.
"Yes, sir. Thank you for giving me a second chance," John replied. John's story spread through the village. People admired him for accepting his mistake and working to make things right. He became an inspiration to others. Whenever someone faced difficulties, they thought of John's courage and determination. "Stealing is never the answer," John would say. "Hard work and honesty are the keys to success." John's journey taught him an important lesson. even in the toughest times, it's better to ask for help than to do something wrong. His story shows that everyone deserves a second chance to change and grow. Through his actions, John proved that it's never too late to do the right thing and become a better person. Glowing Star Learn English through an engaging story. Glowing Star. In this video, we bring you an emotional and thought-provoking story, Why I Stole His Money. This story is not just a tale of wrongdoing, but a journey of desperation, guilt, redemption, and valuable life lessons. Designed for English learners, this story will help you improve your listening and speaking skills while immersing yourself in meaningful content. What's in this video? White heavy checkmark, a captivating story. Follow John, a young man struggling with difficult choices in life, as he takes a wrong step but learns a valuable lesson about honesty and hard work. White heavy checkmark, rich vocabulary. Learn practical words and phrases used in everyday conversations to build your English vocabulary. White heavy checkmark, listening practice. Develop your listening skills by paying attention to pronunciation, sentence structure, and storytelling rhythm. White heavy checkmark, moral lessons. Discover how John's journey teaches us the importance of honesty, asking for help, and making better decisions. Why watch this video? Direct hit improves listening skills. Train your ears to understand English more clearly with engaging content. Speaking head enhances speaking skills. Practice repeating key phrases and sentences to sound more fluent. Light bulb expands vocabulary. Learn new words and context to make them easier to remember. Open book, relatable storyline. Enjoy a simple yet impactful story that resonates with life's challenges. Glow show in Europe, Africa, cultural insight. Gain an understanding of moral values and problem solving in difficult situations. Key highlights of the story. The struggle. Meet John, a young man from a poor village, desperate to help his sick mother and pay for his brother's school fees. The mistake. See how desperation leads John to steal money from a wealthy man, Mr. Harris. The guilt. Feel John's inner conflict as he struggles with the consequences of his actions. The redemption. Witness John's courage as he confesses to his mistake and works hard to make things right. The lesson. Learn how honesty, hard work, and second chances can change a life for the better. Who is this video for? Open book English learners. Perfect for beginners and intermediate learners looking to improve their listening and comprehension skills. Headphone story lovers. If you enjoy meaningful tales with life lessons, this video is for you. Man and woman holding hands, teachers and students. Great for classroom discussions or individual study to practice English in a fun and engaging way. Glow show in Europe, Africa, global audience. Whether you're learning English for work, school, or travel, this story helps you grow your skills step by step. Tips for using this video to learn English. Keycap 1. Listen actively. Focus on how words are pronounced and how sentences flow. Keycap 2. Pause and repeat. Practice repeating sentences to improve your pronunciation and fluency. Keycap 3. Take notes. Write down new words and phrases to use them in your daily conversations. Keycap 4. Think about the story. Reflect on the moral lesson and discuss it with friends or in English groups. Movie camera. Why stories are great for learning English. Stories help you learn English naturally, just like how you learned your first language. You can absorb grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation without feeling like you're studying. Plus, they keep you engaged, making learning fun and effective. Backhand index pointing right. Start your journey to English fluency today. Watch the story, Why I Stole His Money, and learn English in a way that is enjoyable and memorable. Remember, every moment spent practicing brings you closer to your goal of speaking English confidently. Loudspeaker, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join us for more stories and lessons that make learning English easy, fun, and exciting. Let's grow together on this journey to fluency.
Whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, our carefully curated stories cater to all levels, making learning English enjoyable and effective. Join our community of language enthusiasts and let the magic of storytelling transform your learning experience. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Dive into English Story Well, where every story is a step towards mastering English.
of his garden and helped with other tasks. It was hard work, but John didn't complain. Over time, Mr. Harris began to trust John. He saw that John was honest and hardworking. One day, Mr. Harris said, "John, you have repaid the money. You don't need to work for me anymore."
"Thank you, sir," John said.
"I've learned my lesson. I'll never steal again." John returned to his life at the market, but now he was different. He worked harder than ever and saved his money. He also helped others in need. When someone came to him for help, he remembered his own struggles and tried to assist them. Mr. Harris often visited John's stall.
"You've changed, John," he said one day.
"Yes, sir. Thank you for giving me a second chance," John replied. John's story spread through the village. People admired him for accepting his mistake and working to make things right. He became an inspiration to others. Whenever someone faced difficulties, they thought of John's courage and determination. "Stealing is never the answer," John would say. "Hard work and honesty are the keys to success." John's journey taught him an important lesson. Even in the toughest times, it's better to ask for help than to do something wrong. His story shows that everyone deserves a second chance to change and grow. Through his actions, John proved that it's never too late to do the right thing and become a better person.